Cities like New York, Tokyo, and Hong Kong are magnets for ambition, creativity, and opportunity. But they're also among the most expensive places to live. Imagine walking down a street where a cup of coffee costs more than your lunch back home. Welcome to the world's most expensive cities, places where the hustle and bustle come with a hefty price tag. What makes a city expensive? And how does this shape the lives of those who call these cities home? Today, we'll uncover the fascinating factors behind these high costs and explore how they can strike a balance between growth and livability. You might be surprised by what we find. Let's start with New York City, the city that never sleeps. It's a global powerhouse of finance, media, and culture, attracting millions of people every year. But for all its allure, New York comes with jaw-dropping expenses. Housing is the biggest culprit here. The average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in Manhattan exceeds $4,000 a month, making it unaffordable for many residents. What drives these prices? Limited space, high demand, and a robust economy, and while the city offers unparalleled opportunities, it's also a place where many work multiple jobs just to make ends meet. Even so, New York continues to thrive, its energy fueled by the dreams of those who refuse to give up. But for New Yorkers, the trade-offs are real. Many are forced to live in smaller spaces, commute longer distances, or spend a significant portion of their income on rent. This has sparked ongoing debates about housing policies and rent control. Could New York take cues from other cities to solve its housing crisis? Across the Pacific, Tokyo faces its own housing challenges. With over 37 million people in its metropolitan area, it's one of the most densely populated regions in the world. Despite this, Tokyo has managed to avoid the kind of housing crisis seen in New York. How? Through innovative urban planning and flexible zoning laws. Tokyo has embraced high-density living by building upwards and maximizing space. The city also invests heavily in public transportation, ensuring even those living on the outskirts can commute efficiently. Yet, for many residents, high housing costs and long work hours remain a daily reality. Now let's visit Hong Kong, where the housing crisis is taken to an extreme. The city's geography, mountains, and limited flat land mean space is incredibly scarce. As a result, property prices have soared, and many residents live in what are known as cage homes, tiny, cramped spaces barely large enough to sleep in. Hong Kong's government has tried to tackle the problem with public housing projects, but the demand far outweighs the supply. The city's economic success as a global financial hub has also attracted significant foreign investment in real estate, further driving up costs. Despite these challenges, Hong Kong's resilience shines through. The people here find creative ways to adapt, from sharing living spaces to building more efficient, modular housing. But can the city sustain this growth without leaving its residents behind? And then there's Zurich. At first glance, it might seem like the perfect city, pristine, efficient, and safe. But beneath the surface, Zurich is one of the most expensive places in the world to live. Everything from food to healthcare comes with a premium. However, Zurich's high costs are offset by its high standard of living. The city invests heavily in public infrastructure, ensuring that residents enjoy clean air, reliable public transport, and excellent healthcare. It's a city where quality of life takes precedence, even if that means paying more. One solution lies in city planning. Singapore, for example, has implemented innovative housing policies. By controlling land use and offering subsidized public housing, the government has made homeownership achievable for most citizens. Could cities like New York and Hong Kong adopt similar strategies to ease their housing crises? Another idea is rethinking urban mobility. Copenhagen, Denmark, is a great example. The city has invested heavily in bike-friendly infrastructure and public transport, reducing reliance on expensive cars and making daily commutes more affordable and sustainable. Could a shift toward greener, more efficient transport systems ease the burden in these expensive cities? Lastly, the rise of remote work offers a fascinating alternative. Many people are leaving costly urban centers for smaller towns where life is more affordable. This shift could relieve some pressure on overcrowded cities while also sparking economic growth in less developed areas. But can remote work truly replace the vibrant energy of city life? From the skyscrapers of New York to the serene streets of Zurich, expensive cities reflect the best and worst of urban living. They're centers of opportunity and ambition, but they also face real challenges. By rethinking how we build and sustain these cities, we can create a future where urban life is accessible to everyone, not just the wealthy.